great today. Welcome to the Sapphire Spider Oracle channel. If it's your first time stopping in for a reading, I appreciate you checking it out. And if you're a returning listener, thanks for being here. Let's get started with your reading. This is for the second full Aquarius moon here in Leo season. So we've got a second full Aquarius moon coming up this Saturday and Sunday, depending on your location. And we're just going to see what the energy is coming in through that full moon portal. Well, I tell you what, this Four of Pentacles right here is everybody's focus. So everybody's in this like saving mode, and if they're not in saving mode, then they are either like being stingy, having difficulties with money, things are tight. Like there's a lot of people with money on their mind. And that's exactly where it's starting out with you, Aries. It's pointing out specifically this crystal for you guys today. This is amber, but it's got a little rose carved into it. It's supposed to glow under black light, which I don't have a black light anymore, at least not on me. So I need to get one so I can kind of test that out and see how it is. But I just got it from Loving Thyself Rocks on Instagram. They are really awesome if you're looking for a nice Instagram crystal shop. I really like them, and I've gotten several things from them. They're awesome. Not affiliated with me in any way, so that's just for your own enjoyment there. It was pointing out that little amber piece though, like this pentacle, because it's right. Like when I got this, I was a little tight on money and I really shouldn't have like splurged on myself, but I had been waiting on one of these from that company for several months, for quite a while. So I snagged it when I could in one of their live sales. And that's kind of part of the message coming through on this Four of Pentacles. You know, sometimes it's really important to save. It's really important to notice when you are just like compulsion buying, or you're just online shopping and you're just blowing money, or you're just, you know, frivolously. It's kind of like the same thing as like sitting in front of the TV eating potato chips. You're mindlessly eating, right? So you're just consuming. That's really the whole vibe coming off of this Four of Pentacles. And it's the same thing with like any other shopping or mindless spending experience. You're paying a lot of attention to that. But at the same time, there are still times where it's important to treat yourself, be it in large or small ways. And you know what those times are instinctually, because you usually don't feel a lot of guilt. And it's talking about some guilt of spending and everything. It's like, when something's important to you, when something is a nice treat and you need that pick-me-up, when something is, you've been waiting on it, saving for it, patiently watching out for it kind of deal, and then it comes up, it's time to jump on that opportunity, right? You've gotta feed that solar plexus and your sacral chakra and stuff like that a little bit. And sometimes that means you gotta go treat yourself a bit, right? But you have a lot of money on your mind right now, Aries, for this full moon. So I think you got some saving you're trying to do, or you're just trying to keep things reined in overall with the budget. But I think you're kind of longing to treat yourself a little bit too. Hang on. Oh, okay, that's the one that wanted to come out. You got the Tower card, Aries. This is an internal tower, it's saying. So this is something, that's what I mean. Everything I was talking about. There's certain beliefs, I would say probably about finances and money, that you need to restructure within yourself. There's an old way of thinking, and then there's a new way of thinking. It's very much talking about your abundance, but there's something in your beliefs, your thoughts, your mind, your habits that need to change. And that's what this tower is. And it comes in the form of a big moment that really like puts everything straight and puts it into perspective. Like you don't have a choice anymore. You have to save up for this. You have to treat yourself. You have to balance all of this, right? It's kind of coming back here and saying like you save a quarter of your income in a way for your own special treatment, right? 3/4 of it definitely goes to bills and priorities and things like that. and then a quarter of it you get to save for yourself. That's not unrealistic. For some people, that is unrealistic. So if that's not already what you can do with your income, maybe that's a good way of thinking of your goals, right? You try to save a quarter of your income, you use 3/4 of it for everything else that you need. There's definitely this tower moment where you're like, we got to have a come to Jesus meeting with these pentacles, because we got to get this old stuff's got to stop. We can't be this way anymore. We've got to budget, refocus, refinance, something along those lines. This one kind of fell in my lap. Knave of Cups. It just said the word students. So of course all of our kids are back in school, so that's one thing. If you're a teacher, you might supply a lot of things for your classroom, and so literally like your budget is moving and changing, because all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, I need to do all of this, I need to get that, I need to do this, I need to provide them with some things. They're watching me and looking out for me. They're waiting on me to fill up their cup. So whether it's your kids or students or you're a student, there's something similar in that theme there. It's very much about school and studies, and this time of the year where everyone's going back to school, and you know, regardless of kind of like what point of the spectrum you're on in that realm, it is definitely impacting your finances and your budget. And you've got to always put kids first, right? We always put kids first because kids don't have jobs and kids can't provide for themselves. So no matter who you are as an adult figure in your life, you provide for the kids. And that's exactly what this Knave of Chalices is saying. I don't think that's a question for you, Aries. I don't think it's something that you're like, maybe I should show off the kids for a while. Like, I don't think it's like that. It's very much your priority. They're waiting for you to fill their cup because they are either kids or students that, you know, like they're depending on their adult figures around them to provide them with the abundance, to provide them with the lessons and tools, and to make them comfortable. I'm sorry, I shuffled off camera, but these fell out like this. So we're going to take those 4. So those might be the last ones. Sorry, let me move these up. All right. It said from both sides. That's what I'm saying. Like, Aries, you might be a teacher and a parent. With the Knave of Pentacles and this Knave of Chalices, it's like, okay, this could be the same person, but that's what I'm saying. It's saying that this energy is coming at you from both sides. Like, hey, I need this cup filled up. Hey, I need money for this, right? A field trip. That's what I'm kind of getting off of this Knave of Pentacles. Like, you know, students, kids always need to go on a field trip or buy books or have certain technologies and everything. This is about the emotional filling up of the cup. You've got to make them happy, satisfied. This is the actual pentacle support that they need. And there's literally, it's like there's like a little bite taken out of this one. So I'm talking about, like, we were talking about eating chips in front of the TV and stuff. Like, they got to eat. They need money for field trips. They need food money for special events, sports, whatever they've got going on. With this 1111, the 2 knaves that you've got here, there's a really positive message coming here. It's just like, this is clearly the portal that this thought process and this change needs to go through. It's about the kids. It's about students. It's about filling up their cups literally and figuratively and supplying them with literally everything that they possibly need. That requires a budget shift if you don't already have that in the works. 10 of Wands. It's heavy. It's hard. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with this whole part of your journey and part of your, you know, just your life. Kids in general are a responsibility that you take on. And look how much this tower is resembling, this column is resembling this tower. This 10 of Wands, it sometimes might feel like, it feels like you got a lot to hold up yourself, Aries. But again, it's very much showing me how this figure is going through. It's talking about children in general. It's kind of like telling you what they need. Ooh, all right, you might have spirit babies in this reading talking to you, and that doesn't have to be children that are solely born of your body. They are all children that are connected to you from like past lives and through the spirit realm in person. It's all of the energies of your spirit babies talking to you. They very much recognize how much responsibility it is to hold all of this up, especially if you're working on your own. And they see these moments too. This is just like heavy, lots of tasks, lots of responsibility, lots of burdens, right? This is a tower moment. They see those moments and they see these moments. And it just said, never let them see you sweat. They might see you sweat, but the whole thing is you try not to let them, right? Because they're supposed to see you as this very strong figure that is like the provider of all, in a sense. And it gets hard, but at the same time, they recognize those moments in you and they respect that too, because kids go through moments like that themselves. They get a lot of responsibility. They get a lot of tasks. That's why they really need adults to help fill up their cup and provide them with stuff, because they're just learning how to do all of this. Adults are learning how to do it too, but it's like we do it on that major scale, right? We forget that kids and students deal with the same exact stuff that we do, just maybe on a slightly smaller scale, a minor arcana versus a major arcana, right? And this is about training them up for these future moments, because one day they're going to be in this position. Oh, and someone said, and you do that. With the Six of Wands, you do it very successfully. You successfully nurture. If this plant was people, like you successfully nurture these kids, these students, this situation. She's got like a little beret on her head like an artist. That's what I mean. You inspire them creatively. You nurture them. It said you're very good at what you do. And that's why they respect you. There's people, there's voices, like I can literally hear, I always can do that in most of my readings, but I'm just saying, like, it's being very direct for you, Aries. Like I can hear the voices in my head telling me exactly what these lines are. That's why they respect you. You're good at what you do. These are literal words that are being said as it goes across my mind. So you're very successful in what you do. Okay. What's this last one? With the Chariot, so much forward progress and movement. Just if you needed another confirmation of your success, then the Chariot card would be it. Chariots, you ride into battle. Chariots, you ride after a battle into victory. Chariots, you ride at prestigious events. Chariots lead the army. Chariots lead the people. So there's a lot of recognition, there's a lot of prosperity and progress and success and just all those really important motifs and vibes that go with a Chariot card. You are their leader. You lead them through classes. You lead them through life. You lead them through whatever situations they've got going on. You do it successfully, and you don't just do it in a minor way. You do it in a major way, Aries. And you should continue to move forward and do that in a major way. I think maybe you were experiencing a little bit of self-doubt. I think that money constraints have been stressing you out. And I think that you were worried that your stress is showing a little bit and like maybe you weren't quite hitting the mark. And there's a lot of spirit children in here to let you know that they respect you, they love you, they see you in these moments, they appreciate your kindness and the hard work that you put in. You're very successful and you should just keep on doing it. And I said, because they will follow you. Yeah, they'll follow the Chariot. That's what I'm saying, they'll follow you. It just gave me a song. It just gave me a song. It gave me a song from the animated Peter Pan Disney film where they're like, we're following the leader, the leader, the leader, following the leader wherever he may go. That song. Oh, it's so happy in here now. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's tons of spirit children in here talking to you, Aries. It's so beautiful. Ace of Wands. It just gave it to me at like the baton holder at the front of like a band line, right? The leader. That's what I'm saying. This is this I'm not giving credit to my reading. I'm just saying, like, maybe this, if this comes through and you actually have children coming to tell you these things, I would say very much believe them and just see that they really appreciate this stuff. You are their leader. This gives you a new spark of life, makes you happy, and makes you continue to lead with a smile on your face, it just said, and be happy, right? Like, just, there you go, Aries. That's so beautiful. I hope that this message hits home for you. Hope it resonates. Sounds like you're really good with kids and you're really good at what you do, Aries. So that's what I got for you, okay? I'll catch you guys on the next reading. Thank you.